You nervous?
Mm-mm.
You look nervous.
Do I?
Yeah,
I was born ready.
born ready. Woke up in the morning pissing excellent.
That's right. Call me Ricky Bobby. My name is Chandler Cowart. I'm 22 years old.
Look this way. Don't be looking at everybody. All right, go ahead.
Wait, what all was we going to tell them?
Your name, where you work, all that good stuff.
Name,
Where you live.
where I live, social security number.
Yeah.
16
digits on your...
last four of my social.
Yeah.
Nah. My name's Chandler Cowart. I'm 22 years old. I live here in Baxley, about 2 minutes down the road from Mr. Lower Class Fab himself. These are my two Ford Rangers that I have been, I wouldn't say blessed with, because they have posed some issues. Not this one, just this one. I don't know what to say now.
All right, tell us about the blue one.
I got the blue truck 6 years ago. I was a sophomore in high school. Got it bone stock from a dealership about an hour from where we live. I drove it for probably 2-3 months. I blew the motor up in it. Had to put a new one in it. And my original plans for that one was to put about a 6-inch lift in the front, put on some big mud tires and drop the back, just like everybody else my age. And that didn't happen, obviously. I brought Deacon's truck to you. We brought it to you that one night to lower. It's one just like this one.
Who's Deacon?
My twin brother. He has it's a Ranger, this body style, just the older front end.
Yeah, they both got Rangers when they turned 16.
Yeah. Anyways, we brought that truck to Brandon to lower. We put a 4 or 5 drop kit on that thing, if I remember right. And I liked the way that looked. And shortly after, I had to put one on that one right there too. And after that, it was just a downhill slope. It just got lower and lower until it sat where it sits now. And it still ain't quite low enough.
Close enough, though.
Close enough.
All right, what's up with your black one over here?
I bought this truck, let's see, probably 2 years ago. I bought it, or traded it. I had a 94 model extended cab, primer gray truck, hideous, didn't run, nothing. I traded that truck straight for this one, and it was rough too. It didn't run or nothing. Noticing a pattern here. It was really a turd. And I sold it for, I think it was $400, and the mirrors on this blue truck. And sold that to Justin Igo, and he had it for not even a year, I don't think. And he sent me progress updates on it. And I joked around with him and said, I was like, if you want to sell it? He just said, LOL. And he texted me back a couple months later, asked if I was serious about buying it. And here we are with it again. It found its way back in much better shape this time. And
so here's what it looked like the first time he owned it. And then here's what it looked like 1 year ago yesterday when we picked it up.
Yep.
And now.
Yep.
Give him some info on it. Suspension, motor, everything.
It's an 88 model Ford Ranger with it's got a turbo 2.3 motor out of a 84 Mustang.
The devil's motor.
It is. It is that. I don't know what numbers it makes. It seems like it's going to be a pretty rowdy little thing. It's bagged with Dream Beams in the front and whatever those mounts are, Rick's Rangers mounts. Yeah.
Are they Rick's Rangers?
I think they're Rick's Rangers. They may be Chastec. I don't know.
Chastec.
I didn't put them on, so I don't know. The out back, it's got a KP6 link,
which is worth more than the truck.
It really is. It's 99% of the way there. Interior's done. It's a sweet truck. It just needs to be finished. If we can get it to run right, we'll be in there.
All right, so tell them about the interior.
It's got a Roadie Fab console in it. TMI bucket seats, some speed shops, door panels in them. I don't know what they are. Everything's painted charcoal gray and satin black, and then it's got a black suede headliner and
except the steering column. It's still red, but don't worry, we're gonna paint it.
Yeah, and it's got your old school billet steering wheel in it, and fresh carpet.
That's literally my old school steering.
Yeah, that one's been around, ain't it?
Yeah. So what he didn't tell y'all, it's got 17-inch Interor twisted vistas on it.
Yep.
It's also got the Rix Rangers radius rod relocation kit and radius rods. That nearly impossible grill to find.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what else. Oh, it's got an 8.8 rear end on it too instead of 7.5. And I think that about covers it. Yeah. All right, so this Blue Ranger over here, tell them about the rear suspension on it.
It's got the most reliable suspension setup you've ever seen, and that would be a 2-link with a panhard bar. I have put 75,000 miles on it in the last 2 years it's been bagged, and I ain't had a single issue with it. So I don't care what anybody tells you on Facebook or YouTube about your 2-link not working. It does work, and this one is living proof of that. It goes all over the Southeast, and it does a great job at it. That's a very reliable truck right there.
Also, when we put airbags on that truck, Chandler didn't know. If you watch our videos, we like to surprise our friends with stuff. And so Chandler was planning on bagging it, but he was still a ways away from bagging it. So I told him to come over one night on a Friday, and I would help him mount his air tank and his compressors under the bed, and then we could put the bed back on when we got ready to bag it. That would be done. So he came over on a Friday, we pulled the bed off, we built a little mount for the compressors and the tank, and then he left. And I can't remember where you went. You had to detail cars or something.
Yeah, I left it there that night.
So he had to detail cars the next morning. We all got up, went and eat breakfast with him, didn't tell him nothing was going on, and then he left and went to work. And when he came back at 3 o'clock that afternoon, his truck was bagged. And he had no idea.
Pretty much how it went.
Yeah.
The back of it, at least.
He cried and cried.
No, I didn't cry. But I walked in, I was speechless. I was speechless for sure.
I'm going to insert this video when we gave it back to him right here.
What y'all don't know is we told Chandler we were going to go drop Brandon's pink truck off at a buddy's house, and we did not. We stayed and bagged the back of his truck. He has absolutely no idea, so he's probably about to cry.
Facebook Live?
No, made a video. So we didn't go to Kevin's.
Yeah, we didn't go to Kevin's.
Are you through?
Yeah, we never went to Kevin's.
Go back to your Ranger.
He lays bumper.
Wow.
Right there? And then once he got over the shock of it, then we give him a welding hood and told him to get busy because there was a bunch of stuff still need to be welded.
A lot.
And that's been a couple years ago, and he ain't done nothing but beat on it since.
Yep.
So.
Yep, that one's been a good one. Oh, I'm a body technician, auto body. I've been doing that for 5 years. I've been in the same shop since I was 17.
Straight out of high school.
Straight out of high school. Well, actually, I was a junior in high school when I started there. Started sweeping floors and washing cars, and here we are 5 years later, still sweeping cars. All right, sweeping floors and washing cars. No, not really. I do that, and then I have a side business. Also, I detail cars. I do paint corrections, ceramic coatings. My business is Extreme Reflections Car Care. Do that every weekend and any day I'm not at work. So we got to have 2 jobs to be able to afford these things, unfortunately. That's just how it goes. How did I become the Ranger celebrity? We bagged this truck. And
in how many days?
9 days. No, 9 days. Let me count right. We bagged it finished it. I drove it for, I think, 4 or 5 days.
I don't think it was that many.
It may have not been that many days. But then we took it to a show above Atlanta, Canton, Georgia. It was Southern Traditions. And we
Shout
pulled
out
in.
Walker Frank and
Yep,
his wife / old lady. I don't think they're married.
we pulled in there, and it's 5 or 6 of us, however many it was, and as soon as I parked my truck, laid it out, just had a big crowd come up, swarm up around it, and just ignored everybody else. Brandon's painted pink truck, Dawson's cammed up 6-liter crew cab, everybody's stuff was just there, and for some reason they wanted to see this Ranger, which was still ugly back then. It was still on a set of 17-inch Eagle alloys.
It was sweet on 17s.
It wasn't bad, but I don't know. I grew out of those wheels. But yeah, that's how that happened. It's just been a inside joke ever since.
It has.
Yep.
The Ranger celebrity. And now he has 2 of them.
Yep. And that just made that even worse.
All right, we're going to get a little film with this thing. And anything else you want to say? Anything you want to talk about? What you want to do? Future plans?
Future plans is to have both of them drivable at the same time. I would love that. Which we just drove them both here to this lake, so that's a start. But it was also only 3 minutes down the road.
It
So
was about 5. So,
because it kept shutting off on the way here.
all right, what you got in the back of that thing?
That's a
Sit down. You ain't got to stand up.
I have to cut that out.
What you got in the back bed?
That is a Schwinn Predator BMX bike. I found that in Callahan, Florida at a really, really good price. So I went there on Labor Day this year and picked it up. It's red and black and covered in rust, just like this thing. So it matches perfect. It'll just be the ornament for the back of the truck. It matches really well.
Tell them a little story about how you ended up at the shop.
Yeah, that's the same way I ended up lowering that truck. We brought my twin brother Deacon's Gold Ranger there and lowered it. And Brandon said, come back, come hang out. And that's been 6
4 or 5 years ago? I don't know.
It's probably almost 6. I know it's been 5 years ago.
Y'all were in high school.
Yeah. Ever since then, he can't get rid of me.
Yeah. The whole group is like in their 30s and 40s, and then there's Chandler.
Yep.
So, I've never been to Lone Star Throwdown. Dawson had never been. Dan had never been. So we're all in our 30s and 40s going to Lone Star for the first time. Chandler's 19, getting on a plane with us.
I think that was 2021. I was 20. I was 20 then.
And yeah, he's hitting all these shows that we had to wait till we were old and had enough money to afford, and he's just going to all of them. And it's BS is what it is.
I'm still waiting to get old to be able to afford it too.
Yeah.
So
no,
I'm not.
it sure works out a lot better when you can all split an Airbnb.
Yeah, it does. It does. We find ways to do it.
Oh yeah. All right. So last thing, they want to know about the tag on the back of the truck.
The tag on the back of the truck says evicted, so I got lucky and was able to get that letter for letter. When I got the truck the first time from Brent and Dustin and Derek and all them, they had told me the name of the truck was evicted. And that kind of stuck to begin with. But in the process of buying this truck, the second time, I think it was the second time, my mom made a joke and said if I kept buying trucks, she was going to evict me. And so that sealed the deal there. And so the truck's name is evicted. That's just, it's stuck, it's there.
And then what is this one called?
That one is named Blue, Bloo, like the character off of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. That's what that sticker is on the back glass. The truck's not black. Everyone thinks it's black, but it's blue, and that's why its name is Blue.
This one actually is black, though.
Yeah, that one is black, but that one's not. Yep.
All right, y'all. Well, maybe this gives y'all a little insight to another member of Lower Class Fab, and it's been a while since we done Dawson's. I figured we better go ahead and get at least another one out. And
We gotta get 5, 6, 7, 8 more before we're done. So
I told him I was going to do Dan's, and I don't think Dan's going to talk in front of the camera.
Probably not.
All right, we're going to get y'all a little film. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And let y'all take a look at these trucks a little closer and let Chandler get his pictures. And tomorrow's Christmas. Yeah, we're out here on Christmas Eve making y'all content.
This is dedication here.
So, hope y'all enjoyed it.
Then get up, get dressed, before work's off my list. What's left to do, just guess. It's you, my favorite, but I wanna taste you and feel you shake, raising an earthquake. Can't push the brakes when a rush hits. We're going in, we're going in. You keep me biting my cheek, year after year. Only gets better, I'm weak in the knees. Breathe the sheets, you on my lips, I'm feeling the heat. That's all I need. When a day's gone, we've only begun. That's the best part, when we get it on. I'm addicted, no denying it, 'cause you don't cross my mind, you live in it. I wanna taste you and feel you shake, raising an earthquake. Can't push the brakes when a rush hits. We're going in, we're going in. You keep me biting my cheek, year after